Crazy God Story.
Jesus Freaks Edition.
In 1948, Pastor Richard Wurmbrand had been in prison in Romania for 2 years because he was a Christian. One day he was questioned by a man named Lieutenant Grecu, who ordered him to write down all of the prison rules that he had broken over the last few years, things like trying to proselytize other prisoners and guards. So Richard sat down and began writing out what he called his declaration of all the things that he had done that was against the rules while he was there in prison. He finished it by writing, "I have never spoken against the communists. I am a disciple of Christ, and he has given us a love for our enemies. I understand them and pray for their conversion so they can become my brothers in the faith." Lieutenant Grecu had been indoctrinated with the idea that communism was the solution to all the world's problems. So when he read Richard's declaration, he was overwhelmed. He didn't understand how Richard could write of loving people who had imprisoned and tortured him for years. And he said, this is one of those Christian commandments that nobody can keep, right? Richard said, it's not a matter of keeping a commandment. When I became a Christian, I was given a new character that's full of love. Just like water flows from a spring, love can only flow from a loving heart. Over the years, Richard talked with guards in that prison about the love of God, and eventually many of them, like Lieutenant Grecu, gave their life to Jesus. When Paul was in prison, this is what he wrote. The next time you're in a hard situation, realize that maybe God has you in that situation so that you can reach the lost with the gospel and change where people are going to spend eternity.